Hi everyone.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm Shanda and this is Carmelle, my baby sister, and I'm super excited to introduce you guys to this amazing woman today. We are introducing you because she's going to Africa and we're doing a GoFundMe account and we want you to help fund and we want you to know why you're investing in this and what you're going to get out of it. So first I'm going to let Carmelle tell you a little bit about what she's done in her life to prepare her to go on a trip like this.
I was raised to take care of children and love children. That's just our family. And so I've spent the 20 years of my career caring for children with autism and in the schools and in the homes. Also a tutor and a nanny. I've had the wonderful opportunity to go on 3 previous volunteer trips abroad to developing countries.
Where did you go and when did you go on those trips?
So there was a Boxer Day tsunami in 2004, and it.
I don't even know what that means. Boxer Day tsunami. Sorry, what is Boxer Day
Boxer
tsunami?
Boxer Day is a holiday that's celebrated by other parts of the world.
Sorry, I don't know what Boxer Day is.
That's how it's marked in other parts of the world.
The big tsunami. I do remember the massive tsunami. Okay.
Yeah. So between 250 and 300,000 people died that day.
Yes, and it was heartbreaking all over the world. Yeah.
I was really just blown away. I was touched by it. I was stunned. I don't think that I ever really paid attention to what was happening in the world until then. And I don't know why, but I think God put it in my heart to care at that time. I didn't know what I could do or how I could do it, but the thought occurred that I had time more than I had money. And so I researched and I found a country called Sri Lanka that was taking volunteers to do relief work with orphans. And I wasn't sure where or what that was, so I looked on a map and then decided to go.
Right. And, do you know where Sri Lanka is? I did not know where Sri Lanka was either until she went there.
Yeah, and so that was a real blessing to work with kids in the orphanage and to see...
and you fell in love, and your heart got lit on fire, and you decided to go back again. So you went again to where was the next time you went?
Well, then through you, I was put in touch with somebody, Eduardo, who helped me go to Ethiopia. So I got to go to Africa for the first time, which was always in my heart and mind. And there, I went to a place in the South Omo River Valley called Jinka, where I kind of did a little amateur documentary and spoke with the people and the students at the different schools in the village to find out what they needed and what could be purchased for them for their schools. To
awesome.
Help
so
with their
you
education.
Were helping them to get school supplies, notebooks, blackboards, dry erase boards, computers, laptops.
Sanitation.
I know that was a big thing. Yes, water. We were worried about water, making sure that there were wells or different things that we could handle, and that Eduardo, our friend, could help with at that time. After that, you also went back again for another mission. Your third mission was to Africa.
Africa again. I went to Mombasa, Kenya. It was a friend referred me there, said that the most beautiful place in the world was Mombasa, Kenya. So I chose to go there because it combines beaches and Africa, my two passions. And I got to serve there for 5 weeks and live with a host family that was just tremendous.
This host family that she has fallen in love with and has spent all these years in connection with as well. They have a daughter who's getting married this summer, and that is the rush for this new trip right now. She's getting ready to go serve in an orphanage again and combine the trip with going to be in the wedding of a daughter from a previous host family that she served with in 2008. So almost 10 years ago now. Really exciting, the relationships that she's been able to build and maintain and grow across the oceans over all of this time. So she's going to go for the wedding and be in the wedding, but she's going to serve in an orphanage. I just want to know, when you went to the orphanage in Mombasa, I know that Mombasa is developing and that there's a lot of things that are very different there that I don't know if you were expecting them to be different, if you were prepared because of your previous trips, or if you were surprised by the differences, but could you tell me a little bit about the orphanage in particular, what you experienced when you were there?
Yeah, so I guess those are interesting words to use, surprised or expecting or, for what the conditions would be. I was expecting the conditions, and I was very surprised.
Oh,
so
okay.
I thought I
That's
knew what I was
interesting.
expecting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And some things are just different because that's just what I'm used to as an American. And here I'm very blessed to have certain things like running water and electricity and things like that. It's it doesn't always mean that it's better not to have them, or to have them than not to have them. But the things that were the most concerning was to see young children who didn't have food and didn't have moms and didn't have dads and families who loved them and who maybe were dug out of a garbage heap or found abandoned in a forest or dying when all we had to do was pay the $3 fee.
Now, these examples she's given, these are real life examples. These are not just like stories that you hear of children out there that are suffering. These are real life children that she actually interacted with in Mombasa at the orphanage. I know that there was a young girl named Marcy, which is a big part of her heart and her story and her reason for going back to Africa. I know that Marcy was a toddler. She was a little chunky, adorable, beautiful baby girl who they had no idea who her parents were or where she came from. They think maybe she was found in the garbage.
In the garbage, yeah.
In the garbage. And will you just tell me a little bit about Marcy and how much you love her and what her story is?
I don't know what it was about Marcy in particular because they're all so special. You know, they all are so special. But Marcy's the one that, now the day goes by, that I don't stop thinking about her, after all these years. She was just precious and perfect. She had rickets and she was bow-legged and, missing hair. But she just right away, she was a chunk ball and she wanted to be held. And she liked to be rocked and sang to. And she liked to play, the itsy bitsy spider and stuff. And I just can't believe that I didn't get to take her home.
Yeah, so for hours a day, any time that you could spare, because what were the ratios like? It was like one woman who ran the orphanage, and then she had 2 helpers, and then how many kids?
The madam wasn't on site except to check on things a couple times while I was there. And then there was 3 moms, mother figures who cared for just shy of 40 children in the orphanage, from all ages, from the youngest baby, that was ill, and all the way up to until they would age out.
And you moms know, just like me, I'm a mother of 3 children, and those 3 children drive me to the brink every day. Like, I can barely keep up with my children because I love them so much. I want the best for them. Can you imagine being one of 3 women taking care of at least 40 children coming and going and not knowing where they came from and not knowing what their health condition is or their history or their experience, what their loss is, what their family life was like? These women need help. And the experience that you had there, the pictures, please pour through the pictures that we'll have on this site and go to Carmelle's Facebook page. We'll also have some more pictures there that you can look at. And we just want you to know that these children need love, that if you can't leave, I can't leave. I'm not going to Africa. So my money's going to Carmelle so she can go to Africa. Your money should go to Carmelle to go to Africa to help carry these children, love these children, sing to them, and give them what we can't give them from here, that she can give them. So is there anything else that you feel like you want to say in closing?
I just feel like I'm tremendously blessed to have the experience to have gone before, and I know I'm going again, and I know I'll be going again. This is my passion in life.
It's a lifelong mission.
It's
a
my
calling from God. Yes.
But Shandy, you said that you're not going to go and they're not going to go, so to help me go, but then also go.
Yes, if you do want to go, you should go too.
Go sometime. You gotta go, and you gotta go.
Absolutely. Let's get her on her way. Let's get her out the door and flying. So thank you so much for all your donations and your shares. It really means the world, not just to us, but to all those children that you will be helping.
Jumbo.